Day 15. Sundays are strange. They feel like they should be relaxing, but they never are. The streets of Saint-Germain are slower, quieter. Families sit in, couples hold hands, and tourists take photos. I walk past them all, feeling disconnected. To bring some meaning to the emptiness of Sunday, I decide to leave the city and go into nature. The long drive gives me time to think. I enjoy being alone. Along the way, I reflect on how thrilling my Tinder adventures have been. Meeting a friend at a bar can be enjoyable, but friends often drag you into their past, force nostalgia onto you, or push into your safe space. Tinder dates are better no unnecessary stories, no unwanted personal questions. It's like free therapy, telling someone you'll never see again about your secrets, your thoughts. It's exhilarating. By evening, I'm restless. I open Tinder. Her name is Alina. She's quiet, observant. We meet at La Belle Hortense, a bookshop bar hybrid. She drinks red wine, asks thoughtful questions. Tinder must be exhausting, she says, tilting her glass. I smirk. It's easier than real friendships. She studies me. Because you don't have to explain yourself. Because I don't have to pretend I care. At the end of the night, she touches my wrist lightly. You say that, but I think you do care. I don't answer. I don't want to. Day 16. Mondays hit like a punch to the face. The office is buzzing with passive-aggressive emails, pointless meetings, and that underlying fear of failure that keeps everyone on edge. At lunch, I eat a dry sandwich while half listening to my boss drone on about company culture. I fake a nod, check my phone, and match with Antoine. He's charming in messages, almost too polite. We meet at a sleek cocktail bar near Boo. He holds the door for me, asks about my day, and compliments my suit. Too perfect. Halfway through the night, I realize he's a mirror. He's saying what he thinks I want to hear, just like I do. It's exhausting. By the second drink, I'm already bored. I excuse myself. He looks confused, like he actually thought this was something real. Day 17. The morning starts with the sound of the alarm. I hit snooze, twice. The warmth of the bed is too comforting, but reality pulls me out. A hot shower wakes me up, the water cascading down my back, washing away the fatigue of another restless night. The steam fills the bathroom, and as I run my hands over my body, I give in to a moment of pleasure. It's a lazy, unhurried indulgence, something about the heat, the solitude, the rhythm. By the time I step out, my body is humming, my mind clearer. Breakfast, a proper one today. Eggs, toast, black coffee. It feels unfamiliar, almost ceremonial, like I'm playing a role in someone else's morning routine. Maybe I should do this more often. Late for work, metro packed. Line 4, a girl sits across from me, reading L'Étranger by Camus. Interesting choice. Our eyes meet for half a second. Suddenly, I remember something. When I was 22, a different metro ride, a different girl. She was my first serious relationship. She used to underline sentences in books and read them aloud. One day, she looked up from her book and said, "You never let anyone really know you. Back to now." I wonder if she was right. The girl across from me closes her book and gets off. I almost follow. I don't. At the office, I spend the day pretending to be busy. Day 18. The office fight day. The tension had been brewing for weeks. At 10:42 a.m., it exploded. It started over something stupid, another project delay, another client complaint. Vincent, one of the senior engineers, made some passive-aggressive remark about my team not handling the workload properly. Maybe if you actually checked the numbers instead of just presenting slides, we wouldn't have these delays. I laugh, sharp and cold. Funny, because the last time I checked, you were the one who approved the supplier. It escalates. Voices rise. People turn in their chairs, pretending not to listen. Vincent steps closer. You think you're smarter than everyone else, don't you? I hold his stare. No. I just think you're incompetent. Silence. We sit there, arms crossed, waiting for the usual corporate nonsense. We need to work as a team. This company thrives on collaboration. Blah, blah, blah. I stop listening. My head is already out the door. I need a drink. I need a distraction. I need Tinder. Tonight's match, Sophie. She's different, confident, calculated, playing the game as well as I do. We meet at Lulu White, a speakeasy in Pagale. Let's skip the small talk, she says, tilting her glass slightly. Fine. Why are you on Tinder? Because I like the game. Finally, someone who admits it. We push and pull, flirt and deflect. It's a dance, and she's good at it. Halfway through the night, she leans in, eyes locked on mine, testing me. I bet you think you're unreadable. Am I? Not to me. She's challenging me. I like it. The absinthe burns, but my pulse is steady. Let's go, I say. Her place is minimalist, but eleganter. Stark contrast to the chaotic energy she carries. Books stacked unevenly, half-burned candles on the table, a bottle of whiskey, half full. The second the door closes, she presses against me, fingers tangling in my shirt, lips grazing my neck. Are you always this controlled? She whispers. Are you always this reckless? Her laugh is sharp. You have no idea. The kiss is rough, urgent, like neither of us wants to give the other control. We move through the apartment, clothes dropping, breaths uneven, the city lights casting shadows on the walls. It's good, not just physically, but in the way two people who know the rules can break them together. Afterward, she lights a cigarette, watching me from the bed. Do you ever stay? I smirk, no. She exhales smoke, nodding like she already knew the answer. I get dressed, walk out into the cold Pagale night. The game resets. Day 19. The day starts with silence. No one speaks in the office, but the tension is thick. Yesterday, I embarrassed Vincent in front of the entire team. Today, I know he's going to hit back. At 11 a.m., during a client meeting, he takes his shot. Well, since someone here loves pointing fingers, maybe they should explain why their part of the project is still unfinished. I smile, controlled, measured. Maybe if someone actually followed up with the suppliers, we wouldn't have delays. Vincent's jaw tightens. You love talking down to people, don't you? I don't back down. Only when they deserve it. The client shifts in his seat, uncomfortable. The meeting By the time we storm out, we're inches from each other, voices low but dangerous. You think you're untouchable. Vincent hisses. I think you're replaceable. The boss intervenes before it gets physical. We both know this isn't over. That night, I don't even check Tinder. I go straight to the bar. I drink until the anger fades into nothingness. Sitting at the bar, I thought I was naked. Sometimes I felt different in the people around me. Although the bar was not crowded, it was as if it was crowded and I was naked in them. Day 20. Tonight's match, Isabel. We meet at Bar Hemingway in Ritz, Paris. She's older than most of my dates. Early 30s. Elegant. Someone who doesn't waste time on games. You have a lost look in your eyes, she says after the first drink. You're imagining things. Am I? Something about her makes me want to lie less. Not completely. Just less. By the time we finish the bottle of wine, I already know where this is going. Her place. The sex was good. Not just physically, but in the way she doesn't ask for anything more. As I get dressed, she watches me from the bed, arms crossed. You do this often. You knew what this was. I did, but it's still sad. I don't answer. I leave, walking through Place, Vendôme, the city glowing, feeling nothing. Day 21. The nothingness of it all, revised with more internal conflict. Sunday, the worst day. I walk through Jardin du Luxembourg, past joggers, families, old men playing chess, people living. I don't check Tinder. I don't want to meet anyone. Not tonight. I sit on a bench, try to feel something, anything. A memory drifts in. Not a flashback, not a specific scene. Just a feeling. Being younger, being hopeful, thinking life was supposed to mean something. Now, just routine. I go home, open a bottle of wine, start swiping again, cycle, repeat.